probably too loud. No, it's actually probably just right. Oh boy, who's excited? Okay, I let Safi Discord now. Oh! It's Eden Dev, what up? How you doing? Ooh, I could ban Thomas Moonkang right now. I have the power. I have the power right now. Just remember that. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is gonna be a cool stream. Hope it's gonna be a cool stream. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully the people will trickle in after I've messaged people. Anyway, how's y'all day been doing? I've had a good day so far. Hopefully it's gonna get even better. Gonna start once the song is done, I guess. Actually, the song is almost done, actually. I'm gonna play the song again, and then I'm gonna start. As you can see, I got a video here because trying to play Twitter videos kind of sucks sometimes, and we're gonna see that when we play the video. I left some of the troubleshooting I had to do in the video, and even then the video turned out kind of poorly. This is just a screen recording of all the Twitter clips. And then somehow the sound got axed halfway through. Either it was a Twitter problem or it was my problem, but either way. No sound is typically better for these kind of situations anyways. I also managed to find a very cool It's called G-Ink. The application is called G-Ink, but it lets you write on your desktop like this. So you can do that. So hopefully that will be of use today. Okay, I might as well write a message on ooh, that's some art. Cool. Is that girl my favorite character to play? Take this one out and this one. I'm joking. This is my favorite character to play. Or this one. Okay, how much longer is this song? It's gonna be awkward. Wait, let me see the viewer count right now. 3 people. It's gonna be awkward if the only people I'm talking to right now are people already in the alpha. That'd be funny. It's okay if it's not though, because I'm turning it into a YouTube video. Hopefully the YouTube video will access to other people outside of the stream. Anyways, the song is done. So now it's time to look at the video. Okay, so let me just erase this. Let me erase that tomfoolery. Okay. So we got 22-minute video here. It's like a slightly scuffed screen recording of every single Twitter clip that's been on either the Duelists of Eden Duelists of Eden Twitter page, and the clips that Eden Dev has put on his own channel. Or sorry, not his own channel. Not his own channel, but his own Twitter. Anyways, so we're gonna look at through all of them. I think it's in chronological order. And I'm just going to be noting whatever I find looks interesting. I'm probably not, of course I'm not going to spoil anything because I'm just an alpha tester. It's Eden Dev's game. I don't want to spoil anything that isn't kosher. And I believe Eden Dev is still in the chat, so if I ever step out of bounds, please DM me or message me in the Discord. Just give me the old finger cut by the throat. They don't know to shut the hell up. But otherwise, if it's on the screen, I'm gonna comment on it. So the Twitter clip that I want to do first is this one. So right here we got the character select screen. So this was posted on January 19, 2023. I wanted to look at this one first because the most important thing here is the character select screen, right? So, what is it? 15 characters here. We got 15 characters here. Some of them have placeholder sprites from the other characters, but otherwise, they all play very differently from each other and have their own strengths and weaknesses. So you see them all here. All over here. Oh, wait. So you see them all here. And I think we will see a clip from each of these characters today. So as we go on, we'll be able to take note of any of the special attacks these guys have. So these characters, yep. And there's gonna be different different costumes, different palettes, you know, all the stuff you would expect from a fighting game. So moving on, we're gonna go on to our first action clip. First actual gameplay. Yeah. Right. Okay. This looks like a GIF, right? So I can't full screen this GIF, but so what was this match? Oh, this was versus PG versus Leia. So these are some of the other alpha testers that we have played with. So this was very early on. What was it? March 9th? Yeah, that was March 9, 2022. That is almost a year ago, actually. Almost a year ago. And a lot of things has changed since then, but should be still cool things we can see here. Okay. Okay. So that's sweeper there. We should go back. Okay. Let's see. So that was air shot. Okay, so what happened there was I got some frame step. Actually, that's super interesting. Why did that happen? Oh, right. Northwind used to have so this is Northwind. It's like a shot, really fast shot that shoots you into the top it shoots you up a tile. And then Pikachu here throws out Mistletoe. Mistletoe you should be familiar with from One Step from Eden. But in this game it doesn't root, but instead it puts you into hit stun. So if you're familiar with fighting games, with terminology, hit stuns when basically anytime you get hit by an attack, you'll be put into a state where you can't do anything. So you just kind of have to sit there. And One Step from Eden, if you get hit by anything that does more than 1 damage, sorry, more than 0 damage, you'll get put into hit stun, and then that's and then in this game it's like almost like half a second of hit stun, and it changes based on what attack you're using. So Pikachu here was able to, let's see, first step back. So bam, Northwind, bam, 3 shots of Mistletoe, and then Cecily dashes in. So that's this is a special attack for Cecily. She can move into enemy territory, and then she slashes the tile. She slashes the tiles that she goes onto. Throw a boomerang. If you're familiar with Mega Man Battle Network, you should know that one. Oh, okay. So this is one move I want to absolutely highlight. So you know Zenith, right? It's the little missile that goes high into the air and then it lands onto some tiles. Leia here uses a spell called a line, and that puts the target it hits 4 tiles ahead, right in front of Leia. So Leia throws a line, gets hit by Zenith. So a line is one of the very how do we say it? It's like I'd say it's a very powerful spell, in that it lets you set up whatever combo you kind of want to do. Lots of setups that start with a line. So keep a lookout for that move as we go on with these clips. Boomerang once again. Oh yes, okay. And then the GIF restarts. And then that move is sweeper. You should know that from One Step from Eden. I think there's an enemy in that game that uses it, so. Okay. So I think we should go on to our next clip. That was yeah. Next clip here. Okay. Oh. 2-1. I hear you. I hope to see you in the VODs. Oh, so we got a match between Papa Gurgle and myself. I think this is one of the few clips that actually has a full match going on. So yeah, a rare treat. When was this? I think it was March 12th. Okay. Yeah. Let's watch it in full and then I'll talk about it. My god, the HP. I'm so careful at this point. Okay. And auto slot. Oh, gotta go back. Okay, so a few things we should note here. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about this is a very common Celicy attack, right? So uses the weapon here. So every character has an individual weapon that no other character has, right? So Celicy's what I was talking about earlier is the little dash into the area. And then on top of that, I also get to cast Breakout. That spells in OSV2. It's pretty much the same. And, right, 3x3 tile. 3x3 tile area, 6 damage. Beautiful. So I'm using the Celicy's weapon to get into the range for Breakout to be usable. And this is a very common strategy for Celicy decks. They want to get in. They want to do a lot of damage. Or just take up a lot of area with the melee spells. Alright. Just going in. Throw out Mistletoe, because why not? And then Auto Slash. So Auto Slash is... I'll talk about Auto Slash later. So now we go into Papa Gurgle's build, and wow. Look at that damage. One combo, and it pretty much ties up the game. So let's take a look at that again. So what we have here is Mine, right? That's in OFC2. And then a new spell. It's sort of new, but you should be familiar with it. So Warp Breeze. So Warp Breeze is a little different than from OSV. Instead of random tile locations, it always puts you in that spot, right? That spot right here. So whenever you shoot Warp Breeze, it's going to attack the top and the bottom. And then if anything gets hit, it's going to be sent right here into the bottom 4 tiles away. So that's Warp Breeze in Duelists of Eden as it is right now. And so what Papa Gurgle's doing with his Shizo build is basically trying to get this massive combos, because the first laser does 7, the second laser does 7, the mine does like 13 or something. So it's a lot of damage, and it pretty much ties up the game. Let me do one little thing. Okay, I want to capture the cursor so I can like point at things. Anyways. Okay. Cecily, just going in. Okay, so one thing I want to note here. Watch that. See that whole ring there? So, when you construct your deck in Duels of Eden, you get your choice of 2 artifacts here. Get your choice of 2 artifacts. So these can greatly change how your deck runs. It can like give you new tools to be defensive or new tools to be aggressive. In this case, this artifact here 2/2, whenever you shuffle, it gives you this 3x3 area. So it kind of gives you like a mini breakout. And then, so I'm going into the area, and then I cast Mistletoe, right? So I get a little combo after too. So that's a cool thing Celestia gets to do as well. Or if you're just running step spells in your deck. And step spells are basically just like anything that looks like a slash on the icon. And of course, if anyone has any questions in the chat, just feel free to post them up. And then I will address them as they come. Okay, hits me with another Warp Raise Mind combo. So it's like two powerful styles here. It's like you got a lot of slashes, a lot of going in, tiny combos, and then Pop Girl go here, old PG is trying to stay the fort and trying to find that big Warp Raise combo. But then Auto Slash hits. So Auto Slash, very cool card. So this is a new one in Duelists of Eden. It will just automatically target. It will automatically target the enemy, and then slash. Kind of like Mistletoes, but a step slash. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. Trapping with broken tiles. So now we get to take a look at Terra here. And Terra is an absolute menace. Okay. So the little breaking tiles, trapping them, and then getting a combo off. So that's a playstyle that Terra can afford. Because her main weapon, let's see if I use it here. Nope, that's a spell. No, that's Compactor. I think that's a new one. Compactor, basically 4 tiles in front, and then cracks the 4 tiles with the Compactor there. Very powerful spell. Basically sets up this whole combo here, right? So in one spell, cracks these tiles, then Jackhammer, so similar to OSFE, basically breaks all the cracked tiles currently on the screen. Boomerang hits, and that is Hyper Beam. 3 hits, 5 damage. So that's one of the playstyles. That's one of the playstyles Terra has. She has a few cool decks running around, either focusing on keeping tiles cracked, instantly breaking them, and trying to use spells that interact with that. And we've also seen some decks that are completely focused on just throwing the whole just putting garbage on the field, basically. Just throwing garbage on the field. But I don't think we'll get a clip of that, unfortunately. Maybe in the future we will. But yeah, that basically Terra's style is basically centered around cracking tiles, breaking them, setting up plays. Sometimes it works, sometimes you do. And in this one, that's what it worked. Moving on to the next one. We got Violette. So Violette, kind of a little different than what you are used to in DOE. Sorry, in OSFE. So right now she has that. Okay. So this so her main weapon is a little slash here. Yeah. So we had a few spells here. So let's dive into that. So like I said before, the align move sets them up 4 tiles ahead. And then Violette here is throwing out the minigun. Uses Whirl, just like in OSFE. A lot of damage. Uses a Violet's weapon, so it's going to hit 3 tiles in front. But the special thing about the weapon is if you hit on the 3rd tile, it pushes them. And so Violet here combos the weapon into Thunder for a whole combo. Complete combo. How much damage is that? About 30 damage. That's actually low nowadays. But yeah. Papa Gurgle is the alpha player that has taken Violet to some real limits. Some real scary limits. And he's the one who performed this combo right here. So yeah, let's take a look at it again. So align setup, whirl, minigun, yep. And yeah, that's one of the the weapon on Violet is very fast, but it's hard to aim unless you have some setup. But when you can get onto that 3rd tile, there's a lot of things you can do with it. And I'm sure we'll see more of that later. So now we get to talk about spot dodging. So let's take a look at that. Okay, let's take a look at that again. Let's take a look at that again before we get into the second part of this clip here, because I'm very familiar with this clip. So let's reel that back. Frame step that back. So align. It's into the Thunder. Actually, the Thunder misses here, so PG's playing Violet again. PG was a little too early on the Thunder, I guess. Excuse me. Steps forward to hit the whirl. Takes 4 hits and then tries to finish it off with Violet's weapon. But I just spot dodge it. So spot dodging basically like in Super Smash Bros. Games. I think it's in a few King of Fighter games. Yeah, I think it's in a few King of Fighters. Basically, it just makes you invincible for a little while. You're a little vulnerable at the end of it, but you can use it to evade certain attacks. Like we're gonna see in melee here. Mark trying to down tilt, but then it gets owned by the charge shot. So shoutouts to Chode Liquor wherever you are. Wait, let me see. You can see if you freeze right there, see Chode Liquor right there. And then he rage quit. Rage quit out of this game. So yeah. Mark down tilt actually very similar to Violet's weapon. It's like at the very edge of it, it's very powerful. Not as powerful on the first 2 tiles, of course. Okay, so we got spot dodging. We had a few characters. We had a bunch of spells featured. Let's see what's next. Alpha testing clips. Okay, this is the first long clip here. This is gonna be a bunch of little clips here. Yeah. Wait, let's look at that again. I just thought this combo was neat. Yeah, okay. So this is yeah, this is another PG clip. This is PG style where he likes to find ways to hit spells that interact with crack tiles. So he hits minigun here, combos it into ion cannon. So that's basically just what OSFE ion cannon was, right? Hits the four center tiles and then cracks them. And then Terra just kind of like casts a little spell, and that's Erupt, where if you watch, yeah, all these tunnels kind of explode a little. Anything that's on the crack tiles will get damaged. Next clip. 2 bombs. Okay, so bombs are a very cool part of the DOE meta right now. So like once bombs come on the field, like the whole game changes, right? Because both enemies can like interact with the bombs, try and damage them, because once they get to 0 HP, they all explode, right? So a big part of so there's some decks that are centered around playing around with the bombs, moving the bombs in different ways so that people are not sure when they have to spot dodge the explosion or not. Let's just take a look at the... Yeah, that's just it. So another Violet clip, hits with the whirl. Yeah, beautiful little combo there. Not a true combo, but still a good sequence at least. So whirl, weapon, it's thunder because it hits 4 tiles away. Thunder does. Step forward into the backstab. So this is basically poison tails from OSFE, but it it doesn't poison. Not in the game yet. So yeah, pushes so Violet pushes Terra into the range where backstab would hit, and then backstab pushes Terra's back into another weapon. So Violet gets a lot of combos like that. Thunder, weapon, thunder. Yeah, and that one kills. So we got to see a little bit of Myrrh there. Myrrh's a new character. But this is a Saffron show. So let's take a look at that. So that's a new spell here. This one, let's go back a bit. So yeah, that's a new spell called Rush. Basically, you rush forward to your front tile, and then you do a little attack that looks like a cross like that. Deal 6 damage apparently. And then Push Slash. I don't think Push Slash is in OSFE, but it's basically a souped up wind rack from Mega Man Battle Network. If you're familiar with that game, wind rack is like a melee spell that pushes you all the way to your back tile. So it gets in with Rush. Oh, and the cool thing about Rush is it also gives you invincibility, so it can be kind of used like a Shoryuken. So Rush into Push Slash into Backstab. So that's a pretty popular combo right now. You cover Push Slash. That's the area effect right there. Let me see. So you get like this area effect right there, and then when you push. So then when you push, backstab hits that, right? So this is so when a player has push slash and backstab on their slot here, you're kind of forced to only attack it or only stand around in this area because they're covering all the other areas, right? At any moment they could just hit you. So yeah, that's push slash backstab. And then comboing the backstab into whirl. Yeah, this was a meaty combo. Oh, and here's Myrrh. Okay, let's sort it. I got it back again. So Myrrh's special weapon is a... Yes, just like Lance, right? Win rank Lance. Yeah, I forgot about Lance. So Myrrh's special weapon is a little mine, right? So in this combo, Myrrh uses she throws out the mine first and then a line. So mine is a little thing that stays into so it's like mine, but if they get hit, they get pushed into the front row, right? And then there's C's here, so it looks like sword row. It looks like sword row from the previous game, but yeah, it kind of does like what sword row does. But the cool thing about this move is that if they're standing on this sword, and they get hit by that sword, they're gonna get pushed into that one, and then they're gonna get pushed into that one. So you don't see it in this clip, but that's the cool part about C's that I think we'll see in a later clip. So we'll talk about it then. So now Violet's rooted, and then Mer, what does Mer do? Mer goes in for Kinetic Wave. You should be familiar with Kinetic Wave if you've played OSV once. It's in the starter deck for Saffron. So pushes I think actually wait. I wish the frame step back was a bit faster on NPV. Anyways, so V tries to counter with a line. That's the little wave there, but then Kinetic Wave hits first. And actually, I should talk about counter. Counters. If you've seen a counter in a Street Fighter or whatever, it's basically the same idea. If you're trying to fire something, but they hit you while you're in the startup frames of that attack, the attack gets cancelled basically, and then a little counter comes up. Some fighting games will give you extra damage for that, but in DOE that's not the case. It's still the same damage. So Kinetic Wave hits, and then the C's sword hits. So then Vio gets pushed back into the front, because like I said, these swords will pull you in. Push slash, backstab, yeah. Okay. Sorry, we should look at the full clip before I do anything. Well, and this was something that happened while I was trying to record these Twitter clips. Some of them just would not load, so I had to figure something out. So I got it loading on a different platform, right? Okay, let's look at that in full. Let's look at that in full. Beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at that again. Oh no, I'm spoiling. I'm sorry, I'm spoiling. Okay. Okay, so what happens here? Little line into the wind mine, right? So pulls Vio in. Push slash. Oh, sorry. Push slash into the back tile, and then Vio gets slammed by the bomb here. So the cool thing about structures and summons in this game is that I think that's how it works in Mega Man 2. If you summon like a, let's say if you summon like a rock cube right in front of someone, does it cancel the summon or does it not? But in any case, in DOE, actually there's a lot of things that can happen if you end up in the same tile as a summon. So what happens here is that Vio gets hit by the hitbox of the bomb landing. So that's why it does 12 damage there. That's basically what happens. There's a hitbox that happens when summons land onto their tile, and you can get hit by that sometimes. And then Vio turns into a bomb. Yeah, Terra can do that sometimes too. So sometimes weapons in the game can be spammable, right? So imagine if Mega Man's pea shooter could just flinch, right? That's how I always imagine it. So sometimes you can just do weapon over and over again, and sometimes it hits. The thing though is that you can always spot dodge out of it. So there's always that avenue for counterplay. And then the last clip here should be oh. Okay, let's take a look at that. So that was a cool deck. This was a cool meta. Okay, so let's talk about Riva first. So Riva's attack there is like a reflect. Basically, like, yeah, it's basically like a reflect. So reflecting the zenith, and then just look at that wide area there that she can attack once she reflects an attack. So when fighting that move, it was always important to like try and bait out the reflect because it has a long recovery. So when Reva's vulnerable, that's when you start attacking. But then player, just fire the spear barrage. So yeah, we should talk about spears. Okay, so spears. Wait, let's try and get a better shot. Yeah, okay. So if you notice here in the status symbols, you got spear there. Wait, let's start again. Spears, right? So you got spears there. Spears are basically like a counter that you can how do I explain it? You know how in Magic games, you know how in like Magic the Gathering there's always like you gain one counter or a +1/+1 counter, stuff like that. Spear counters are basically something you can accumulate through other spells. This spell here gives you spears, for example, right? So some spears on their own, they can be fired, right? You can fire spears on their own. But this spell here, Spear Barrage, it unloads your entire spear. It unloads all your spears all at once. So what's happening here? Just watch the counter here. Just goes from 21 all the way down to 0, right? Like all the spears just firing up. All the spears just firing up. So yeah, one of the ideas players were using with spears was just try to play super passively, bank up enough spears, and then just throw the spear barrage. And then hopefully it would do enough damage with all those spears. That was a cool meta. And now on to the next clip. Oh, okay. Let's talk about self-destruct turret. Let's talk about self-destruct turret. Okay, so the Hazel player here. We haven't talked about Hazel yet. Hazel will come. Hazel will come. So Hazel tries to do a line combo, right? But Reva here throws down the SD turret beforehand. So if SD turrets were in OSFE, and they're basically the guardians of the guardian statue of MMBN. If they get hit, then they'll shoot a bullet right at whoever was trying to shoot it. So hits him once. This spell here is 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. So 4 damage of 5 hits. So that's one of the cool defensive tactics you can do in this game. If you know they're gonna attack, you can block it with something like an SD turret. That's a clip there. Bam. That's a cute clip there. Just at the end. So you got a little turret here that fires like every 2 or 3 seconds or something. And then Reva fires Northwind, pushes them up, pushes Hazel up, and then hits. So a little cute combo there. Sometimes you get a cute combo. Okay, I'm gonna drink water. Give me a second. Okay. Now here we go into the sub-weapon update. So sub-weapons are, it's basically just another weapon that you can that you have on your hand at all times. So like think charge shot, but without having to charge it. So at any given opportunity, you have the option to, you know, fire your weapon or fire your sub-weapon. So I can't remember what sub-weapons shown here. Oh, okay. No, that was just funny. That's just a funny round start. We just thought the same thing. Alright. Okay, that's a cute Celicy combo, right? So those up Northwind. They move down, but then they get pushed back up because of Northwind. dash in, and then uses this. Oh my god, what's the spell called? Is the scissor spell? Oh no, I forgot what that. Someone help me. There's an alpha player in the chat. Help me. What's the spell called? Anyways, you summon a big scissors in there in that spell. Does big damage if you're up close. Yeah, artifact options. So let's see what's on the screen right now. I'll tell you what's on the screen. So mana gem, yeah, that's +1, right? +1. This one is Aether. So this artifact gives you like 0.1 mana regen. Sorry, not 0.1 mana regen. It refunds you 0.1 mana every time you land a hit, right? So really useful in combos and in multi-hit spells, right? So like whirl here. How many hits is that? 6 hits, so that you get 0.6 mana back if you have Ether along with it. 2/2, we saw that a little earlier. It's basically every time you shuffle, every time you press the shuffle button, or every time you auto shuffle, you do a little 3x3 attack all around you. Other clips, I will try to highlight any cool artifacts that I see. Sometimes you don't see them in the clips, but they can really change your play style. Because sometimes there's some artifacts that will modify your main mechanics, or like, yeah, your basic mechanics. Like there's a spell that if you dodge, then you cast this spell if you successfully dodge something. Or like if you let me think. Yeah, that's my biggest example. There's some artifacts that synergize with like archetypes in the game. Yeah, so like you know how in OSFE you could like have like a frost deck and all your artifacts will like when you trigger a frost, then this thing happens. You got a few artifacts like that in here. I think we'll see some in the future. Okay, another Sessi combo. Oh ho ho. And this shows off one of the sub weapons. Healing, yeah. I should talk about healing. Well, does it come up? We'll see if it comes up. Okay. Sessi does a little combo there, so that's a power 2/2, right? So Sessi casts Step Slash, move forward, do a little slash, breakout, and because breakout was the last spell, it triggers the shuffle, and it triggers 2/2 here. So you see the blue lines here. That's 2/2, and it overlaps perfectly with breakout. So yeah, it's like having 2 breakouts in a game. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so then that's a funny thing so you can do sometimes with a weapon. So it's like funny thing is sometimes you can completely evade an attack just because you're dashing, right? So whoosh, completely evades the attack. So this shows off one of Celesti's sub weapon ideas. It's basically a 3x3 area around her, and it just pushes anything away. Push, step spell. Yeah. So that's another way you can get people out of the people out of your way. Ooh. Let's look at that again. So here we have Chiretta. So Chiretta's art was finalized a while ago, or at least revealed a while ago. But at this point in the development, Chiretta was just a Violect one. Or rather, it was just, we were just using, well, Edendead was using Violet sprites to, for Chiretta, because they weren't finalized yet. So, this shows off Chiretta's, sub-weapon. Back again. Sorry, it's like a little kinetic wave that pushes you all the way to the back. But in this case here, so the two Chiretta is just trying to look for the right thing, but then Chiretta on the right just figures, hey, why are we doing this song and dance? I'll just actually just hit it with you, hit the Ragnarok raw. And that is actually another artifact I can talk about. Mini Thunder is basically like Tutu. What's the name for this? Minior. I don't know. Minior. I don't know. It's a Thor's hammer. But basically it just casts Mini Thunder 4 tiles ahead. And if it's the last spell, it can combo into Ragnarok. So that's a cool little thing that was happening here. Let's watch it again. Okay. So Ragnarok cast. At the same time Shovel happens. So then Thunder happens. 1, 2. Yeah, that's a fun combo there. And here we start off with, looks like a bomb explosion. Yeah. Oh, okay, this one is cool. Yeah. Yeah, this was a fun clip. So you got the mind games layer. You got a little bit of mind games. So this is the fun thing that happens with bombs, right? So we're all trying to, both of these players are trying to push them into the other player. So, whoosh. So that's, now I need to talk about Pedalium. Well, let me talk about this bomb first. So the mind game here was that old Shizo here is thinking that Pedalium is going to use Push Slash to push the bomb into him, right? So then tries to counter with his own Push Slash to push the bomb right at him and explodes. But instead, Pedalium uses her main weapon. Yeah, I think main weapon. Her main weapon allows her to teleport to various spots. Actually, there's a few Pedalium clips that'll more accurately show it. So, little mind game here. Does the weapon instead to lower the HP down to 5, and then Push Slash will kill right there. Okay, next clip. Got a bunch of step spells. Step spells can look pretty fun sometimes. If you have the right thing, you can go all the ways, just like that. And this is the first shield break combo that is highlighted on the channel. So we didn't talk about shield yet, so now I gotta talk about shield. So many things to talk about. Alright. So okay, let's see. Alright, so what happens here is that Shizu here gets hit by a pull, but then there's a gap in the combo. See, look at that. Now I'm free. So I start shielding. I think I was playing Shizu at this point. I think in this clip I was playing Shizu. Anyways, so shielding is a mechanic. It's basically like Smash Bros. So it's like you can shield a certain amount of hits, but if you shield too many, then you get shield broken, which is what happens here. So basically, the shield goes down to 0, shield break. The rest of the world hits pushes through. Little combo there, and almost diced me there. Pedalium almost diced me there. Let's go that again. A few frames, and then that would have been death. Anyways, now we got to look at Nira. No, now Nira's gone. Minigun. Backstab. Oh, and this is us trying to just push the bomb into each other. Oh, here you go, another shield break. Yeah. Alright, when you're shielding something like in that situation, what's your escape option? Okay, we will get into that. We're getting into that in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the video. But the thing with shielding is that it puts you into stun also, right? So if you're in shield stun, then just like in hit stun, you kind of have to wait for the attack to end, or like you're gonna find a gap and then you can drop shield and then try to escape from there. At this point in time, most people are using shield as a way to block like single hit attacks. So like if someone just throws a north wind at you and then there's no follow up, that's a good thing to shield, because that's basically free HP basically. Okay. Let's see here. So he puts it. Viola puts up shield again, and then the rage there breaks. That spell that throws all the flames. That's rage. And then step slash, push lance into the scissor spell again. I can't remember the name. Okay. Yeah. So that's the risk and reward of using the shield right now. Is that sometimes if you do get caught in this shield break, you could just get diced by a giant combo, just like that. Okay, another cell slicing. The slicey thing, doing slices. Oh, whip punish, we got those. Okay, let's just take a look at the whip punish again. So yeah, Battalion here throws out the whirl. There's a little bit of time. Tries to get out by moving up, but not fast enough. Yeah, sheer. Okay, sheer. I was thinking like, is it suture? No, it's not suture. It definitely starts with an S, but it's not scissors. Yeah, suture. Okay. Oh, okay, we can talk about root now. Okay, so no wait, root happened earlier. Basically, root is like you can't move. Basically, you can't move, but you can do other things like spot dodging, shielding, throwing out attacks. Oh, this is a massive combo actually. Gets cut short. What am I doing here? Okay. So all these bullets here, bullet. That's incline. That's also in OSV. It's in Violet's. Which one is it? Was it Arya? Was it? Yeah, it's Arya's kit. Just throws a lot of bullets if you're in the back row. Into us. What do we call that one? It's basically a shot that roots the target. Shot. Ooh, was it combo breaker? Combo breaker. So let's talk about that. So Tretta's weapon here is the little whip thing with this. What is it? What's that weapon called with the? What's the scythe? Yeah, a little scythe here. If you hit a certain, so it's kind of like a Violet's tipper hitbox. So with this scythe here, if you hit this particular hitbox, then it's gonna do double damage and then push up whatever is on there, right? So push up the beam crystals, combo breaker, throw it out again because sometimes you can just spam it. That's Tretta. Yeah, Tretta. Basically very scary here, very scary here. Slow across there. Just attacks those regions very scarily. Okay, and one more clip about pushing the bombs. Alright, next clip. Oh, okay, a mix of... Oh yeah, this whole minute here is just a bunch of things. But yeah, now that the Twitter mentions it, yeah. 200 ping with from Japan to North America, and it's playable. So power rollback, people. Oh, that's a cute one. So let's talk about it. This is just a so you got Blink here. I don't know if this is the same icon, but Blink basically pushes sorry. Blink Blink just teleports you to the front to your front front tile. Then it shoots a little shot that will like pull people in. But the Violet player knows that at this point, so they know Blink's a really good starting option, so whoosh, whirl. Big combo. Big Violet combo that we all see. Next we got a mirror clip, but it's not a mirror clip. Taunt into botting the other person. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mini Thunder Ragnarok again. That one's Guillotine. Okay, let's look at that one again. Absolutely. PG's absolutely right. So Guillotine hits, Breakout hits. Oh, and then Shotgun got changed a little. Shotgun's a little different in this game. So it'll hit this tile, and then it hit these 3 tiles. But it'll always push 1 tile forward. So what PG Violet here likes to do is throw a bomb here, and then it pushes them that way. And then it basically covers this entire region. Makes this entire region like scary to walk around. So yeah, that's what goes on here. Yeah. A little bit of Cecily action. Wow. What spell is that? Let's figure that out. So that spell is Apprehend, a very cool new spell. So dashes in. Apprehend attacks in this pattern here. So it's like a cross without this part. So if you hit the back 3, then it will pull, hard pull, all the way to the front, and then push Lance with a weapon combo. Push Lance, that wasn't in OSFE. What it does is that hits you in a 3x3 area. Anyone hit by the 3x3 area gets pushed all the way to the back. And then it also attacks 4 tiles in front. So you can get 2 hits here. Apprehend, push Lance, 2 hits. Yep. Okay, next clip. Oh, Twitter bodying us there. Back in the game. Wow. Sometimes Apprehend doesn't work the way we want to, but that is something we should talk about. So Whirl has a cool property where like one sec, was that? I think the player was like pulled both of them into the bomb, but unfortunately didn't land the right spot. So see how bomb teleported here? Whirl has a secret property where like it will it locks players in. Oh, Bluey. What's going on? So I'm just explaining here that Whirl has a secret property where like it can drag people around. So in this case, Celsi decides to drag the bomb here. Boom. So that's a cool thing PG likes to do at any given moment, at any possible time when it is available to him. just drag the bomb around and make our lives, I don't want to say miserable, but a living hellscape. Oh, and then center raw crossfire. So crossfire, like in OSFE, if you hit it in the very center, you get more hits. But it's not as crazy as in OSFE. It's just double damage. Let's just look at that one more time. Boom. If you can land that raw, it's the greatest feeling in the world. And then a little bit of perfectly cut Ragnarok. Hazel just waiting around. Ragnarok. Ooh, what was that? Let's look in the chat. Oh yeah, so push lines, very good in this case. So what's happening here is that, let's see, push line. Push lines hits the beam crystals. Beam crystals shoots the lasers. Lasers kill the bomb. I'm dead. And hits the bombs. Dead. Pyro Slicey. Next we have a new character here. I don't know if he does any Hemlock stuff, so let's see. Nope, this is a Celestia kit. Oh, and we see Inverter. Inverter also in OSV. So Inverter, it just warps targets to the opposite tile, inverse tile. So like if someone was here, if they get hit by Inverter, they go to here. So in this case, what was happening? So Slicey here using bomb inverter. So bomb is gonna go here. Hemlock didn't catch it. A little bit of Slicey madness here. Just enjoy it as it is. Like a reverse drop shot? You talking about fadeaway? Talking about fadeaway? Drop with the drop shot? Yeah, it kind of is like that. Wait, what's drop shot? That one you're gonna have to explain to me. I don't remember drop shot. Okay, Slicey madness. I don't remember that one. So what happens on this one? Oh, another shield break. I love this shield break. I love the whole timing on this shield break. Look at this. Subslash, mistletoe, bam, bam, boom, bam, bop. Just like that. That combo was by Papa Gurgle too. Shout out. Okay, so this is the Pedalium clip. Okay, so now we get to talk about Pedalium in full. Okay, wait. Teleported you to the opposite side of your grid through an attack that hit 4 spaces away from your position. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess it basically is like Inverter here. Let's look at this one again. Align, Thunder, Whirl. You know the deal, but this one's new. So as you can see, after the pull, Pedalium goes from here to here, and that's her special ability. So if this little thing is on the field, if she presses the weapon button, then she'll teleport back there. And any time that she uses it a second time, if that makes sense, then the little pad is going to appear where she once was, right? So in this case, so the pad was here. When she teleports, the pad goes there where she once was. And the thing you gotta note is that it also does like a little ring attack wherever she teleports. So comboing the ring with the push slash, Oh, I thought it was gonna be backslash, but I guess not. Okay. What goes on here? Oh, okay. So that's the cool thing you can do with a pedalium. It's basically like another defensive attack, where it's like basically the attack here was coming, teleport through it, attack with whatever you got. So Pedalium has that sort of gameplay center around her. Sometimes you can just get a nice combo like that. What goes on here? Or you can just spam it and cause some shenanigans. Or sometimes you can get yourself into a hairy spot like here. Yeah. Okay, we're fixing up. Skip this one. Pedalium comes here. I think this is an align combo. Yeah. And sometimes you can read when Pedalium teleports. Like that. Because you know where they're going to teleport, right? So you can just kind of camp it. Little bomb hits. And that's a little cute Pedalium combo. Where it's like align, pull, hit the ring, mistletoe, hit the ring again. Push slash backstab. And then sometimes you just read the auto slash. And you hit them before they hit you. Yeah. Another cool Pedalium combo you can do in the front row. Sometimes you can spam it. I believe I was the one spamming it in this clip. I wasn't doing it too smartly. Oh no. Yeah. With Pedalium, sometimes it doesn't matter if your whole field is cracked. Oh, and that's just a cute blink thing. The same thing you can do with the Pedalium teleports, you can do with blink. Because it like makes your herb box disappear. Oh, a little bit of tussling there. Just a little bit of tussling. And a little bit of cell phoneage. Sometimes that happens. Oh, a little bit more spear barrage. And that's the end of the clip. Duelists. No words, just duelists. Oh yeah. So yeah, just you can do fun things like that with the mines. I should talk about that spell that dragged them down. What is that spell called? Oh my god. Basically, it's a spell. It's kind of like thunder. 4 tiles away, it will hit downfall. Yeah. Basically drags them down 4 tiles away. Pushes them into the mine. Push lands. You do it again, and then here we have our first look at Mur's sub weapon. So take a look at that. So you have the mine here. You got a mine here. How do we get this near here into both? You use this little thing here. So basically 4 tiles away, Mur will fire a little cross thing. It will look like this if you see it in full. In the back rows, it's only these. And if you are caught in any of the outside cross, it will pull you into the center. So pulls you into the center. The cool thing is you can do center. You can pull them into the mine, and then pull them, and then you can do whatever afterwards. 2/2 into tsunami. which basically just attacks the first three columns. Step slash ain't no thing. Step slash ain't no thing. Just dodge him. Just dodge him. Don't even have to use a spot dodge. Oh yeah, this is just dirty. This is just dirty. One hit. So this is salvo. It basically just shoots 4 shots at different times, and it's not all at the same time. Else that'd be a little. That wouldn't be fun to dodge. So it's like 1, 2, 3. So usually you only get 1 hit, but getting 3 hits. That happens because Slicers there was returning from auto slash. Sometimes that can happen. Oh, counter. Counter again. Oh, and the shotgun. But it doesn't matter. I think this was all in the same game. Oh yeah, and that's the end clip. Alright, alright. I'll try to note any interesting artifacts that happen, but right now it doesn't look like that's the case. Right now we got Aether 2/2 and little mana potion 2/2. Mana potion basically just it summons a potion that flies up into the air, and then you catch it, and then you gain 1 mana. That happens every time you shuffle. So yeah, if you have 2 shuffle artifacts, that starts to compound, right? What's happening with this clip? I forgot this clip. Oh, I remember it now. Woo! Yeah, just a little thing. That was just a little thing there. This was just a nice catch to be honest. So you catch them with the C's. They get pulled in all the way to the front. The perfect spot for step lance. Bam. You run them through the C's swords again, so that's a little bit tagging on a little more damage, and then a backstab while you're casting step lance. Don't get the last hit, but that's okay. Woo! Okay, that's a nice little proper gurgle tactic there. Always be careful of this that 3rd column when you're fighting that guy. So we talked about it. We talked about it a little bit before. If you push someone into a summon, they can get hit by it. So what was that hit coming back? Let's see. Are you talking about this once? The Reva clip. Oh, you're talking about backstab? Okay, wait. It's kind of hard to see in this clip. One sec. Wait, let me just play it. Back up here. Just backing up here a little bit. Okay. So this is the backstab clip. The backstab spell. When do I start casting it? This is when I cast it. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. I'm sure backstab comes up in another clip, but basically it hits the last column. And if they get hit, they get pulled in. So like, yeah, so it's like they can just get pulled in like that. Just like bam. Yeah. I just said sound effects, but apparently that makes sense. Okay. Next one. So yeah. Pushing them into the bomb, and then Merv becomes a bomb. Oh, a little blink, dodging here. And then some solid casting. Oh, this is a shopkeeper clip. I think this is one. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I remember when he worked me out with that one. Let's look at that again. This is another shield break clip. Oh, but we didn't talk about Shadow Shift yet. So Shadow Shift. It's a little bit different than what it was in OSFE. You don't teleport, but you move to the inverse tile. On the row that you left, you shoot a little dagger, and then you shoot 2 daggers here. So bop bop, and then hyper beam, and I think that's a true combo on shield. Something you have to be careful of. That was Paragon there. Wait. Let's see. So hyper beam, 3 times 5 damage, pushes you to the back. Paragon here. It's in a little diamond. So the diamond gets cut off here, but if it was on a normal tile, it'd be like bam, 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 bam. Blink, a little saffron dart, and then hit confirm with the bouncing blade. Bouncing blade, I think we'll see a little bit later. High quality GIF. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, and that just fully shows off Chiretta's little attacks there, so let's look at that again. That's the best footage of Chiretta's clip so far. Chiretta's attack so far. So uses pull, gets me into hit stun. So this is the little kinetic wave that pushes me to the back. That's her sub weapon. Little backstab there. Pushes everything back to the 3rd column. Whirl. But then Riva uses her sub weapon. So her sub weapon is basically just rush. It's kind of like just like rush. We talked about rush before. It gives you invincibility, it puts you up into your front column, and then does a little explosion in the front. So comboing with rush into the push lance. This is a cute thing you can do with Chiretta's kinetic wave there. Push bombs into the enemy field. Let's take a look again. Pushing in, take space, then push lash into both. One of the cool things about bomb is that you can trigger multiple explosions because it deals 12 damage, right? And bomb is 8 damage. So you can get a lot of bomb explosions. A lot of crazy bomb explosions. Yo, let me take a sip of water. How are you gamers feeling? You guys stuffed with information right now? Okay, I'm excited for you guys. All right, how many? Oh, we're still halfway. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's just so many things to talk about. Honestly, so many things to talk about. I still haven't talked about this guy yet, Shizo. Let's see what he does. You see that? You see the little bullet? So that's his main weapon. Actually, his main weapon right now. If you Eden Dev spoiled a little something in Discord. I don't know if you know about that, but his bullet right now is kind of like how it is in OSFE. So forget about the align. Shoots the bullet, fires a bullet, right? So it's like yeah, it's a little delayed bullet, and you can see you can now see like how it looks. Ow. Wait, let's restart that again. So this is when shielding goes okay. Like getting to fully block a mistletoe there, that's big. Oh, interesting. Wait. Actually, this shows up ninjutsu. Actually, wait. There's too many things going on in these clips. Let's slow it down a bit. Okay, so let's first talk about these two pair of artifacts here, because we can talk about that now. So this one, it basically lets you regain a mana whenever you dodge successfully. So if you successfully dodge something, then you regain the mana. Something I didn't talk about yet is that dodging takes up 1 mana, right? So you can't always be spamming dodge, because then you'd have no mana for actually casting spells. But this artifact here fixes that a little bit. And this one is called ninjutsu. If you successfully dodge an attack, you'll cast blink. And if you remember, blink is the one that teleports you to your front column, and then you shoot a little shot that will pull. So what's happening here? What am I doing? So looks like Cecily tries to come in. I dodge, but then I dodge. What? Wait. Actually, a lot of things happening. Where's that pull coming from? Oh, right. Okay, don't worry about that. But yeah, that's the pull shots right here. But then I accidentally get hit by my own spell, which is Pyroblast. Pyroblast basically comes in from the opposite way, and then if it hits anyone, it'll do a little explosion. So it has great synergy with bombs. Okay, let me erase this. Let me erase that. Let me erase this. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, Terra. Oh yeah, Tremor. This spell also in OSFE. Fires. It cracks the tiles all around you, but it throws out a strong shot. Sometimes what you want is a strong shot. Terra's breaking the panels here because of this artifact right here. Moonstone gives you back it gives you back mana whenever you break a tile. So like you can cast Tremor and then break your own tiles, and then you get mana back. Which is what I think the Terra player is going for here. Align, pull. Oh. That should have been a combo, but why wasn't it? Let's find out. Okay, pulls back, align. Oh, right at the time I get aligned, Meteors gets cast. So Meteor, kind of like Mistletoe too, it will throw down Meteors. If they don't hit anything, a rock is placed on the tile. So you don't see that here because both hits. And then old Starburst. Starburst is a beautiful spell. One of my favorite spells of the game, to be honest. On every broken tile, you get a cross, right? It'll attack on a cross. So like if there was a broken panel here, it would hit as a cross here. So as you can see, there's 4 tiles broken here. It all hits like a cross like that. All right, let me get blue. A cross like that. It's like a cross like that. There's a cross here. A cross here. Then it hits for 2 damage here. So like the cool thing, what I love about trying to get Starburst down is like trying to get him into this tile. That's the money tile. Doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, is truly clip worthy. Truly clip worthy. Alright. Compactor. Oh, and that's Terra's sub weapon. So let's take a deep dive into Terra's sub weapon. So yeah, summons a little rock here, a little diamond. I blow up diamond on my own. So usually the diamond will self-destruct in about like half a second after it gets cast. But you can blow it up yourself, and I'll do a 3x3 explosion that sends them to the center. Sends them to the center here. Okay. Accidentally caught in the meteors. So yeah. Let's take a look at that. Sometimes you can trip yourself up, then you get hit by Hyper Beam. That's Reva's new weapon. Reva's weapon got changed up a little bit just to see new ideas, see what's more fun. This is basically a little diagonal beam, but it completely depletes her shield. So if she were to shield right now, she just gets shield broken. If your shield is at 0, you get shield broken if you try to use it. But this is a little shield, but this is a little attack that goes all around like diagonals. So what's the path here? Something like this. And then you can try and catch it on its way back, and that will give you the shield back. So yeah, that's a fun little mini game for Reva there. Ties up in line with her scariest attack. Okay, let's look. Oh wait, we looked at this one. Yeah. And that is the clip there. Next clip we got a little clip show with alpha testers. Oh, okay. That's worth diving into. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, if you hit Tretta, if Tretta lands this tip or hitbox, or like sweet spot, yeah, that's a term in melee. If you hit the sweet spot hitbox there, it does extra damage and then it pulls up. So Tretta pulled Hazel into the salvo shot for extra damage. Cute little combo in that sequence there. Oh, who is it? Shizo with the crazy hyperdrift lighter. Hyperdrift. What is it? Hyperdrift lighter? I don't know. That skin. So he threw us out a whirl here. No, what's it called? Vortex. So Vortex, if you get hit by it in the 3x3, you get pulled into the center. So if you want an alternative to a line, that's what you got there. Uses a, what is this? Oops. Wait. Go here. Went to another scene. Should have been in studio mode. That's what smart streamers do. Okay. So that's Shizo's sub weapon. So wherever he goes all the way to the back. But then he shoots a snare shot. This thing right here. It roots people. So you can get very powerful combos. Like this. Bam. 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 I think a Japanese player was the one who did that one. Oh, just a whole lot of button pressing there. That's a cute tactic. Let's talk about this. Here's a cute tactic you can do. So pushing the bomb into the mine explodes. Yeah. Actually, this is the first real Hazel stuff. So let's take a... Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Oh, hit the mine. Oh no, the bomb. Okay, this isn't the Hazel power hour. Wait, let's take a look again. There was a Hazel clip in there. But yeah. We didn't really talk about Hazel yet, which is unfortunate. Yeah, let's take a look. Wait. Hazel pulls here, throws blink to get into the front column. What does it do? 2-2 into a melee attack. So Hazel's special thing is that she has her old wrench swing, does a lot of damage, and it also leaves a block. So that's yeah. That's her block summon. So she can summon blocks and just be a front row menace. Oh dear. Oh, actually, let's look at Fade Away. Fade Away is a very cool spell. It's an OFC. It's a one step from beating, but it's even harder to hit it in this game because you're actually fighting a real opponent. So you go to the inverse tile, and then you shoot a little shot 4 tiles away. So it's like you got to do a lot of reading to get that one off. And that's what happened. Coming up next, we got downfall into the mine. The little kinetic wave on the bomb. And that's it. Yeah, that's cool. Oh god. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is almost every spell that was in DOE at the time, so I'm just gonna try and name them all. I'm not gonna try and explain it. Okay, here we go. Minigun. Okay, I already lost. Okay, let's take it slow then. So minigun, little shot thing that summons a block into backstab, into flame burge. That's in 1 step from meet in 2. It summons the flames from behind. Pull, kinetic wave, align, snowfall, firewall. That was in OSV 2. Meteors, mistletoe, summon a turret. This thing here is punch cannon. So with punch cannon, if you hit something in front of you, it'll fire it will create a little fireball in front. Think of it like a guts punch, with the rock cube interaction in Mega Man, just without the whole something going into someone's face. Okay, next incline here. Those are the little balls. Okay, little balls. Thunder here. These 4 shots are going to be rage. Then this sword here is a slow ball. Slow ball doesn't hit on the guy. I see you, Eden Dev. Okay, wait. Okay, snare. There was sweeper there too. Sweeper goes like this. Snare, gonna root him. That's bouncing blade. At some point, bouncing blade hit. It's like he dashes in with a north wind, and then warp raise. North wind pushes him up. Warp raise pushes him down. I think a line gets fired again. Shoots a spear. Tsunami. Vortex. Into the mine. Into the air shot. Bomb's gonna hit. Tri-spark. This is just 3 thunders all at once. Oh man, what happened there? Okay, I actually lost it there. Tri-spark. Step slash in with a push slash. Quaver. That's a new spell. So Quaver shoots little shots up and down, then fires a laser in front. Boomerang, Paragon. This is Dark Grass. So Dark Grass here, it hits 5 tiles in front. So that's a little crazy here. That wasn't even in OSFE. 5 tiles in front. So 5 tiles in front, a little shot here, then it hits in the back here. That was the laser beam. That was Paragon. This Paragon fires into World, pulls them in. Dark Grass pulls them in. Flurry into Thunder again. Is there another Thunder? Another Snowfall? He's reusing spells. That's not fire. Okay. You can't have 2 spells in one. Anyways. Snowfall. Guillotine. That was Pyroblast. Ragnarok's coming up. Ion Cannon. Is going to be Breakfall into Shine. Sorry, Starfall. Blink Blink. 1, 2, 3. What is this combo? 5,000 damage combo. I hope that took you a long time to make, Eden Dev. I really hope it did. What a ridiculous combo. Okay, back to real stuff. I just said names, bro. It wasn't a breakdown. Just things just hit. That's the breakdown. That's the breakdown of that combo. Anyways. Okay, back to real gameplay. You'll never see that in OSFE. Oh, okay, all the thunders. All the thunders, all the rags. Okay. This is a basic, oh yeah, a line shield break. This is why shielding is very scary, right? Because then you get hit by a multi-hit move like Whirl, you can't get out. And you just kind of have to eat this Ragnarok Thunder, Mini Thunder. Oh. That was a beautiful combo. That was my, I think that was my combo, I think I hit that one. Can't remember though. So, align. So let's talk about VV section. If you remember in VV section in One Step from Eden, it fires little knives that come out behind you. They can hit you as well, but if they hit the opponent, it does a lot of damage. So what happens here is that I did a few little step slash. So I summon the VV. This knife, I get through it just fine. That's the shield break. Whoa. Okay, so then I move up. The last two knives hit. And then step slash, auto slash, and then this conductor spell that hits a thunder wherever someone is in the area. So yeah, massive combo there. How much was that? What was that combo? 42 to 15. 32 damage? Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good for a shield break. Oh, I love this clip too. Okay. These are the cute things. These are the cute things you do with C's. So, C's up. This bomb gets pulled. Wait. Sorry. Pulls up the bomb. Explodes. Shield. Right? So, a little shield break there. Push slash. What's next? The Pyroblast. The Pyroblast synergy with bombs. Uh-oh. Break Terra at his finest. Oh, and that was a... Yeah, let's take a look at that clip again. How we get here? Okay, little break action, ion cannon. Breaks a few tiles. Jackhammer. Puts him down into this corner. Wow. You know what? Usually... I think I made that clip. I think usually I panic there. So I'm pretty surprised I managed to do that. Okay, next clip show. Oh, it's the same one. I think I figured it out. I think I figured out it's the same one. On to the next. More duelists. More duelists. Pull. Oh, this would be a cute combo. Yeah. I didn't talk about Dreadworm's sub weapon yet, so pull fires in an X. So Dreadworm fires X bullets in an X shape. 4 bullets in an X shape. Yeah. I don't need to say that. I was gonna say something, but I don't need to. So 2 bullets, push slash, step down thunder. Very cute 4 combo. 4 hit combo. And that's their main weapon, so I should talk about that too. Her main weapon fires 3 shots here. Like this sort of pattern. So you know, Dreadworm comes from Maiden and Spell. I think that's like a... I haven't played it myself. I've been meaning to. I think it's a bullet hell type of game, so having 3 swords rain around here. Oh, all the shots. Okay, let's break that down. So control the area with the bullet hell. Step up into a new spell called Triple Shot. If the 3 shots will push people. But if they're in the very last column, all the hits connect without a breaking combo. So ideally with that spell, you get him to the back, cast Thunder like this, fire minigun like this, bullet, backstab. A little bit of slicey things, just some slicey things. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. I didn't mention this yet about slicey. All characters have this. All characters are can do this. It's just more common with slicey because she has the weapon that can combo into this too. But it's like, so with step spells like step slash or push lance, anything that, most moves that like will move you forward or maybe move you back sometimes, they can be canceled into each other. So you can do like boom bap beep boop da bop, right? So one of the cool things you can do with that kind of setup with all the step spells is just like combo them or link them with each other. Very satisfying to land. Very satisfying. Have a Terror Clip here? No, we get Hazel Clip. Very cool. So we got another line combo. It hits. So this is Hazel's sub weapon. So it hits 4 tiles in front. And if you, a cool tech here is that if you manage to land that in the front, if you land the last hit and then like run up, you can get a combo like that. Right? So in most cases you kind of just use that for area control. You don't see it here, but that whole bullet thing is like, wait. This whole thing, boom, 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 that pulls things in. You don't see it here because it's the front column. And here we have some structure shenanigans. Structure shenanigans. Wow. Yeah. Sometimes you end up in some scenarios where like that where you just have a million things on your screen. You have a million summons on your screen, and then it just all blows up beautifully. Now we should talk about Rosemary. Rosemary, we haven't seen that character yet. Haven't gotten to talk about Nira yet. But it's not really a Nira clip. So, did you see that? Did you take a note of that? Okay. Let's break it down a bit. So Rosemary is the main user of a new status effect called Mark. Honestly, it's kind of similar to the poison mechanic of OSFE, but it's been moved to a new mechanic. So there's opportunities for a new poison kind of mechanic. So Fred's a little dark here. Look at this. Look at that mark there, right? So when you're marked, you get a little thing here. Wait. You get a little mark here. That's not a good color. What's a good color? I think yellow is a good color. So take a look at that mark symbol there. So it's going to slowly count down. So 1, 2, 3. Watch it. It's kind of hard with the pixels, right? But dip, dip, dip. With it slowly goes down, slowly goes down. Oh, where'd it go? Wait, what the? Wait, hey, wait a minute. What's going on here? What's going on here? Why didn't it explode? It's supposed to explode. Okay, this one's gonna explode though. This one, that's gonna explode. The other one we're gonna talk about later. We're gonna talk about in Discord later. Okay, so just watch the thing go down, right? Goes down, it goes down, it goes down. Deals a little 3 damage, right? The cool thing with Mark is that you can mark them over and over and over again, right? So it's like it resets the timer, and it will do even more damage if it happens to explode. So like with poison, you could just stack up the poison stacks all the way up to like whatever you wanted, 560, and then when they get poisoned, boom, 560 damage. The thing that makes it different from OSV poison is that once Mark explodes, it disappears. Let's see this. Yeah, combos. Okay. So I talked about how Slicey had a few sub weapons that were drawn out. That Eden Dev's drawn out. This one is the Excalibur. I don't think it's called Excalibur, but it should be called Excalibur. So summons a little sword, 4 tiles in front. If Slicey manages to catches it, does a little whirl there. Let's take a look again. So summons it. It's quick, but whoosh, whole little thing there. So that's like a lot of area control, right? Wow, what happened? Bam boop. Okay. Yeah, just a little slicer combo there. Alright. What do we got next? Oh, I love this combo. Oh my god. I'll tell you now. Yeah, I think I did this combo. Yeah. It was kind of nasty. It was kind of a little nasty. Let's just take a look at it. Just a little view section there. You know, just a little pull. Inverter. Zip lens. Into the little shots. You know, no big deal. Okay. Let's take a look at it again though. Oh. Wants to take a look at that again. Wants to take a look at that piece of art again. I don't mind going to the next. We can just leave it as is. This is a cute thing here. So Ice Wall. Let's back it up. So we have the little beam crystals, bomb trap here. Rosemary unfortunately steps into the trap. This is Ice Walls. It will summon 3 Ice Walls, 3 tiles ahead of you. But in this case, it just completely traps Slicers. Rosemary here. And then this is Snow Cone. This Snow Cone does 0 damage, but it will apply frost stacks 3 times. So if they're in the area, then they will get frosted. So everything gets frosted here and everything explodes basically. Shield break, all the beam crystals, and then Nero gets to show off her main attack here. Let's just see it again. Yep, just fires bullets. And then Bouncing Blade. Bouncing Blade, also in 1 step for me. You fire it and then it'll show up somewhere on the row. Actually, it's very telegraphed now where it's gonna go. Because, yeah, it's more fun that way. So yeah, Bouncing Blade, yeah. And that's combo. And then here you go, another structure tap here. So Shiozu doing a little combos here. Little neutral, trap. And at this point, I just get to do whatever I want, right? So incline, like 6 bullets, bam, bam, bam. Hit him with a bomb. Unload the entire arsenal. Yeah. Be careful with the summons. Be careful with the summons. They can catch you. They can catch you. Oh, and then a whip punish. Wow. Whip punishing world, very fun. Whip punish, pushes them to the back. Jackhammer. A little bit of defense here. But then the combo's too much. So yeah, let's take on that. Oh, I guess we're not going to take a look at it again. I know I'm kind of running through these fast now, So if anyone wants to see anything again explained, just let me know. Oh, and finally we get to see a little bit Hemlock. So Hemlock's main weapon is a little arrow. It shoots in front. If it hits, it brings both targets to the front column. So you can do a lot of cool combos there. Oh, it's not Hemlock clip. It's a Dreadworm clip. Shotgun, shield break. My goodness, the damage, the damage. The damage. All the thunders. Oh, and then now we can talk about deflect. Actually, there's probably a better name for that term. I don't know what Eden Dev wants to call it. I call it deflect for now. So there's a new mechanic with deflect where you can it's kind of like a parry, but instead of like instantly hitting it at the right time, you have to release your shield at the right time, right? So the mistletoe shots come in. Jebram here deflects it, so release shield at the perfect time, and then that gives her the opportunity to move around. Yeah, move around, kind of just be actionable faster, basically. And Jebram finds another combo. Bam, 8-hit combo. Yeah, this is just a clip of, this is a clip compilation of Getting Owned, basically. Beautiful clip show. Okay, now we get into the Thomas Mooncamp clips. Let's see what we got here. I think we saw this one already. Yep. Yeah, we did. So let's skip through it. This next one. Yeah, so let's talk about Strip Mine. Strip Mine's pretty cool. It's like just throws a whole column of mines down the field. It's very hard to deal with these because other than just getting hit, there's like no ways around it. So you're kind of stuck in this column. So then Mer takes advantage by using her sub weapon into the wind mine, drags him into another mine, and then kinetic wave. Oh, here's a cool combo. This is a cute combo. So Fadeaway is a hard spell, but actually Fadeaway is a hard spell to hit, but recently we found ways to like find easier ways to hit it, so you just get nasty 12 damage in a lot of combos. So in this one, we blink from here to the front, and then we use push lance. So see where the ball goes. Bam. Push slash right into the fadeaway basketball. Oh my god, it's this clip. Oh. Yeah, and when you get to start with when you get to start like that, you get massive damage. So 64, bam. A little bit of combo drop, but yeah. That's the power of VO right there. That's the power of VO. Okay, and then some slicer combos. So like I said, you can cancel the step slashes into other step slashes. So that's how that one was formed. This one is cute. So accidental wind mine into the front, doing step slash combos, step slash left, and then the bomb explodes, unfortunately, right on Mer's face. Yeah. Wham. Okay. Another quick clip there. We're almost nearing to the end. No words for this one. No words. Just enjoy it. Rip. Rip. and I love this one. I love this clip. So this is a PG clip here. Bam. Bomb's really great to shield break. I just love that he took the time to think about what he was going to do. That's my favorite part about that clip. Let's take a look at it again. So it's like, bam, that doesn't work. Oh, we're not going to take a look. Stop. So shotgun pushes the bomb into here. Explodes, shield break. What to do, what to do. Okay, pull. Kinetic wave. Try to sub-weapon. Backstab. Whirl. I think that could have been a kill. Because here's the thing. Let's do a little bit of insider baseball here. A little bit of deep analysis. Alright, so. Like I said. Wait. Okay, so whirl's here. So, like we were about to see, if you hit at the sweet spot hitbox of Chiretta's little scythe move. Oh, I get out of that combo actually. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of analysis here that I really shouldn't. let's go ahead. Let's see the other clips. Let's just see some hype shit. None of this nerd analysis. Let's see some hype clips. Oh, we see this. We saw this one already though. We saw this one already. But these has some hype clips, so let's just take another look. Damn. That's actually Dreadworm's new sub weapon. So weapons get changed sometimes to find better ideas. So that one's just a little laser that pushes her in the back. Okay. What's the next one we got here? Oh, this one was crazy, I think. Can't remember. Oh, wow. Double bombs. And then all the thunders. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this clip. That was a hype game. This was a hype ending. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this almost comeback. Look, 41 HP to 13. Bam. Two bombs. And I'm in there. Or Pedallion's in there. I can't remember if I lost. I can't remember which side it was there. I think I was on the losing side. Ooh. That's just a little bait there. Little baity bait. So like instead of actually throwing the align, like the usual way to deal with the align is to dodge it, right? Spot dodge it. Then the whole thing is nullified. Just throw the wind mine instead. Bait out the spot dodge. Bam. Easy. Oh, and this is a cute clip. Okay, so this is our first look at diagonal beam. Pretty much just works like as it was in OSFE, which is a diagonal beam. Runs around the screen. Annoying to deal with. Destroys the bomb. Saffron down to 1 HP. How does Hemlock find the kill here? Like that. That was a draw game. I think I clipped out the end of it, but that was a tie game and it was crazy. But yeah, this is the first look at this is the first real look at Hemlock Beard. So shoots the arrow, right? Pulls it to the front. Explode the bomb with one of the summons. Another Chiretta clip. And an accidental hyper beam. Okay, I think we got 2 more clips there. Look at the end of that video. I should watch out because the MPV is gonna come. Not so good. It's okay if you see that part of my desktop. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, this, yeah, we can take a look at Nero's special main attack now. So if you take a note, there's a few little attacks around her, right? Over here, over here, over here, over here. So anything that gets hit in this radius here, outside of whenever whenever her main weapon hits, it adds a frost stack, right? So, wow. Okay, wait. As a frost stack, I'm actually trying to see how to. Oh, I get hit by frost. Interesting. So the weapon just hits again, and then it explodes the thrall. Yeah. But I also get frosted in that exchange too. Sub slash. So Hazel coming into a very dicey spot where she's gonna get rooted once she finishes her step slash. Defensive 2-2. Bam. So 2-2 can be used offensively and defensively, or just using 2-2 whenever it's available by shuffling. So it's like having a third weapon sometimes. Okay. Well, a little bit of nooch. Oh yeah, I remember I clipped this. So yeah, this is just a bit of like high intense neutral action here. Just down to 1 HP, trying to find a way back. Missing the combo starter, but getting that combo starter, so now down to even. Push the bomb away, I don't want that in my face, but unfortunately, push slash sends it down to where I am. And normally I would be in a safe spot. Because when you use push lance to push things away, usually it goes all the way to the end column here. But because the bomb was in the way, the bomb just explodes here. Yeah. So that's that. And then the last clip we got. Oh, that's a reset. Okay, that is all the clips from the Twitter so far. Unless something got posted in the last few days, that should be it. So what I'm gonna do, I want to see any questions y'all got. So if you got any questions about the clips, if you want anything broken down any further, feel free to holler. I'm gonna go to the washroom, and then when I come back, I'm gonna go back and read the chat. Sound good? Okay, I'm going to the washroom. Okay. I'm looking at chat. We are all caught up. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. So that was the clip show. That was all the clips here. You saw them all. I broke them all down the best I could. So there's one special little thing for all the viewers that are still here. So I also wrote a little bit of a guide, a little tool sheet. So you might not be able to get DOE as soon as you want it, because the beta is soon, but the game might be coming out in 2023 or 2024. We're all honestly not a little too sure. So what can you do while you wait? Let's talk about it. Okay. So there are a few things in One Step from Eden you can do right now that will sort of bleed into DOE. So the first thing here is practicing pressing movement keys very fast. So DOE will feel very different from One Step from Eden just in how you move around the grid. So one thing you want to do is just press the move keys as fast as possible. The more you move in DOE, the harder it is for you to get hit, right? So if you can manage, and also if you can get to the front row or to the back columns, wherever you want really fast, that lets you do a lot more combos, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you can press those movement keys really fast, then that will translate into DOE. There's some combos that work in OSFE that can also work in DOE. So using a line into a mine or claw traps. So Shizo is a very good character to practice some combos for DOE, because he starts out with claw traps and a line. So if you can figure that out, you can time that out very quickly. That will translate into DOE. So Shizo is a good loadout to practice like some OSFE things. Sorry, some DOE things. So it's Slicey Snowpiercer, because the idea is very similar, right? You just invade into the row, you attack them. If you're comfortable with that, then that will bleed into OSFE. Sorry, DOE. Too many acronyms. If you're playing Slicers Invade to practice for DOE, pretend like you can only move one tile after invading, and then try to hit raw center crossfires. So when you do an invade move with Slicey and DOE, you can move one tile. You can move one tile and then get an action off. So if you can handle that, then that will bleed into DOE too. Excalibur is a hard spell to find in OSFE because it's like Calamity or whatever. But if you can find it, practice it as much as you can, because Slicey's sub weapon is basically Excalibur. So yeah, just be mindful of that timing. Be ready to learn a new Zenith timing, right? So in OSFE, you would cast Zenith and then move into their territory, so it will land onto the enemy territory. Different in the other game. You just go into their territory and then cast. So kind of reversed. So just keep that in mind. With Terra, you can break a tile, use Poison Tails, and then Flurry, because that will work in DOE too. So if someone's in the back, so if like an enemy is in the back column, you can break the tile, use Poison Tails to push them out, and then fire Flurry, right? Which is like whoosh, 12 hits, whatever it is in OSFE. That combo can work in DOE too. So if you're confident in that timing, then you can do that day one on DOE and then beat some nerds up. You can beat some nerds up with that. So what else can you do? Yeah, So PG in the chat saying that practicing hitting 4-way spells, you have to aim. Aim marker is also very helpful. That's also true too. So if you play on higher hell passes, you won't have that you won't have the hit aim marker, and then you can practice 4-way spells. Which bleeds into my next thing you can practice. Well, yeah, aiming art spells and similar spells from DOE. So, Fade Away, Thunder, Guillotine, Inverter, Rage, Upwind, Blink, Ember, Incline, Ion Cannon. All these spells are currently in DOE, pretty much almost unchanged. So if you're comfortable firing these spells, then that's a leg up. Those are spells that you can use day one. She's a step canceling. So there's the hidden technique where if you fire a step slash, you fire the Shizu gun, you can start doing double shots. You can start moving around while shooting. If you're comfortable with the first part, just setting that whole technique up, that's important too, because step canceling is also in DOE. Be sure to practice your diagonal dodging and aiming, because you will have to deal with that when you play the game. So fire up those Riva 7s. Out of the game, here's what you can do. You can figure out your peripheral right now. So figure out if you want to play on controller, keyboard, fight stick, or a hitbox, or rectangle controller. All of these have advantages and disadvantages, but just focus on whatever makes you feel the most comfortable playing for periods of a time, right? You should always be taking breaks when you play, but if you can play for like 30 minutes to an hour without feeling hand fatigue on a certain peripheral, I recommend you use that one. Yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages to each one, I think. I don't want to go too deep into it. Just work on whatever you feel is most comfortable when you play. And finally, you can play other great battlers, so like other games in the genre too, other than OSFE. You can play Mega Man Battle Network. Its netplay scene is very strong right now with Tango rollback netplay. So learning MMBN 6 will get you situated on a grid well, and you can practice playing with another person and just learn a fun game. Same thing with N-Cycle Versus. You know, it's another good battler. They're all going to be different from each other, but it's all practiced within the same genre and things overlap with each other, right? Like what that chatter was saying earlier. Who was it? Ataria MS. They were talking about how push slash backstab was the same as wind rack and lance, right? So if you can do that in MMBN, you can do that in DOE. So things will overlap if you try and play other games within the genre. That's just how the fighting game genre works, right? So that's like my little dossier there on what you can do while waiting around for DOE. That will help you be a better gamer overall. Okay? And that is all I have for today. We've gone through the clips. I did this little secret thing that I didn't tell anybody about. And I hope that was fun and entertaining for you. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Oh my god, anything where I don't have to talk for another hour. God damn. My throat hurts. That was a water bottle. Alright. No, I've done everything I wanted to do this stream. I was thinking of doing some OSFE runs, but nah, I'm not in the mood. Alright. Well, everyone who's still in the chat, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna actually be able to do anything more DOE. Because, you know, we gotta keep it hush hush. If you see other if you see other Twitter clips, yeah, we're gonna take a look at that too. But it's gonna be a few months from now, I think. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna head out now. So bye.